With the 2024-2025 season coming up, the Timberwolves have selected Rob Dillingham as their 8th overall pick in this year's NBA draft. So this video is a career simulation of Rob Dillingham and Anthony Edwards being a dynamic duo for the next 10, 15, however many years that they're going to play together. Luka is MVP, Victor Wembanyama Rookie of the Year, Naz Reid Sixth Man of the Year, Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, Trey Mann Most Improved, and Tom Thibodeau is Coach of the Year. The Timberwolves, I am almost positive, did not... they're in the play-in. Okay, let's see. This is the year before the draft. Timberwolves are the 7th seed and get kicked out of the playoffs. The winner of the NBA Finals is the Dallas Mavericks. Luka averaged 37, 10, and 14 a game. The Timberwolves got the 16th pick. We are going to trade up for that. This is how I'm expecting the Timberwolves to do their roster. It would be Rob Dillingham starting. Obviously, Mike Conley's getting old, so his overall is going to keep going down. I'm thinking Rob Dillingham to start off with the video and have him and Anthony Edwards. Terrence Shannon coming off the bench as kind of the 6th man or the second option at shooting guard. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is behind Jaden McDaniels. Towns definitely has Naz Reid behind him. We also need to sign Luka Garza from free agency or wherever he got traded to, because he definitely got a bag. Luka Garza did not want to sign with us for some reason, then automatically when I simmed through free agency, Luka Garza's here. So we've done it. Robert Covington is back on the team. I don't know how that is possible. And Monte Morris signed back with us, which in real life I don't think he did. He signed somewhere else. So that's just one little hiccup. We will trade him though. Monte Morris, welcome to the 76ers for a first round pick. Now, this is very interesting. Jalen Clark actually just got news that he is back into the lineup for the Timberwolves. So Terrence Shannon may not get that much time with the team. Last year, apparently he ruptured his left Achilles tendon and was never able to play. So who knows how good he's going to be this year? I for sure am interested to see how he plays behind Anthony Edwards, but the starting lineup is Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert. Naz Reid will be the backup power forward. Luka Garza will be the backup center. Let's change that quickly and get right into the season. Now, because this is my simulation, if I see the team is playing trash, I'm obviously going to make some trades and some decisions for the Timberwolves because I want Anthony Edwards and Rob Dillingham to have the best opportunity that they possibly can. And if Karl-Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert are a detriment to the team's winning potential, I'm gonna step in there and say one of them needs to go. Other than that, it's hands-free as long as I can re-sign both of those players to the team as long as possible and see how their careers progress. All-Star captains, do we think Rob Dillingham has made an All-Star appearance? No, but Anthony Edwards is here this time. Check out the player stats so far this season. Anthony Edwards is averaging 29, 4, and 5 with 4 assists. Shooting percentage is 61% from the field, 47% from 3. Wow, his overall has gone up a lot too. It started with 94, it's 96. Rob Dillingham has 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, shooting 49% from the field, 41% from 3, and 81% from the free throw line. Good stats for first year, I'm not gonna lie. His overall's up at 79. As predicted, Towns isn't gonna have as much of an impact as Anthony Edwards. Naz Reid off the bench has 12 and 4. Good shooting stats, it seems like 36%. I want him shooting less threes, but other than that, Rudy Gobert looks like he is the dark horse of this team. I don't know what he's really doing here. We definitely need to get rid of him. Jalen Clark, not too bad for stats. 6 points off the bench. Jaden McDaniels bumming around, just making defensive plays. How many steals per game? 1. Blocks, almost 1. He's just kind of like that piece that kind of meshes well together. Robert Covington is on the team as well, which is interesting because recently the Timberwolves, as of July 9th, have signed Joe Ingles to the team, which I was going to put him in here, but I forgot. And honestly, Joe Ingles, Robert Covington, they're kind of the same player, honestly. Terrence Shannon isn't getting any minutes, and that's kind of pissing me off. At the end of year 1, Anthony Edwards had 28 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 59%, almost 60%, 46% from 3, and 88 from free throw line. Rob Dillingham, 40, 43, 85, with 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal. Really, honestly, great stats. Karl-Anthony Towns, shooting well, not overshooting. Obviously, Towns in the playoffs doesn't show up, so we'll have to see if that happens. But Naz Reid put it around the same numbers. Gobert, I think, actually got worse, so we're gonna have to do something about that. He is on a 1-year deal, so I think we just let him go. There's no reason to keep him around. Jaden McDaniels, just being Jaden McDaniels, getting his little points, steals, and blocks. I don't really know. I think his contract's way too big for what we gave him, especially with the assets that we have now. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your MVP with 26, 5, and 10, 2 steals, 1 block a game, shooting 60, 91, and 42. Rob Dillingham is Rookie of the Year, deserved by him. Alex Czar, Sixth Man of the Year. Weird, because he's a rookie as well. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Interesting that they're both Spurs players. Maybe they did well. Bones Highland, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year is JB Bickerstaff. First team All-NBA, no Timberwolves players, nobody on second team, nobody on the third team. Ant got snubbed 1,000%. I don't know what these guys put up for numbers. Rob Dillingham makes first team All-Rookie, and that's about it. So the Timberwolves are the #1 seed, and they will face the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs have Chris Dunn, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Shohan, and Victor Wembanyama. As a 94 overall in his second year is absolutely crazy. The hype for him is nuts. Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Karl Towns, and Rudy Gobert should be able to beat this team. Nobody except for the Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama is even close. Keldon Johnson's a little bit better than Nickeil, but it's really not that big of a deal. So I think we should be fine. Game 1, we win. Game 2, 3-0, and we're 4-0. We face the Denver Nuggets again. Looks like the team's the same. Maybe we'll be able to beat them. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to the Nuggets. Game 4... and the Nuggets beat us. I don't know why it's not letting me sim each game, but we lost. We lost, and it is all because of, let's see, this is game 7, which it went to, and we lost 126-110, and had 35. Dillingham shot abysmal. 1 for 9 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. Crazy stats from him. The entire series, what did he do? 8, 9, and 5, shooting 1 for 9. The other game, the Timberwolves got blown out. They got blown out. They were up 3-1. That's crazy. Game 6, 22, 5, 9, 3 steals, 5 turnovers though, shooting 8 for 15, 4 for 6 on 3. Not terrible. Only getting 11 attempts in game 5, 11 points. Not great. He was shooting before that 22, 20 shots, 17 shots, 16 shots. So he just stopped shooting, and we definitely don't need him to do that because Rob Dillingham is the future. Ant put up 35, 24, 10. Oh my God, that game 5, just shooting terribly from everybody. But we will simulate to the offseason and see what moves the Timberwolves make. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder make it to the finals. Evan Mobley and the Cavaliers make it as well. And the Cavaliers win in game 7. Evan Mobley, 19 points a game. Player retirements. Rudy Gay retires. Thaddeus Young retires. Jeff Green retires. The old heads are gone. The new faces of the league are here. Taj Gibson's gone. All these greats from back in the day are just out of here. Any jersey retirements? Blake Griffin, deserved. Shout out Blake Griffin. Draft lottery. Let's see if the Timberwolves have any picks for this season. The 20th pick. We will not go into that. We will go straight into rookie signing. Bay Fall? Who the hell that? This offseason has Tatum as an unrestricted free agent. He has 16 offers. $198 million. Oh my God. The Celtics are going to re-sign him, obviously. A lot of good players in this offseason. See if the Timberwolves made any moves. We kept Gobert. I thought he was out of here. I guess he has 1 more year? Or did we sign him to a 1 year? What is his contract looking like? Oh my God, he has 1 more year on his contract. That's crazy. We have to stick around with this guy? What kind of offers can you give us, buddy? Because you're not sticking around. Who the hell are all these guys? John Collins is still up there. Ben Simmons. This is the roughest patch of trades I have ever seen in my life. Miles Bridges, maybe? Oh my God, we have Rudy Gobert for another year. I'm sorry, Robert. I'm sorry, Ant. You gotta stick it out 1 more year. I thought we were done. Seems not to be the case. Year 2 of the Robert Dillingham, Anthony Edwards saga is looking rough. We are 9-8 at this point. Maybe we're winning a few now. We're on a streak. Keep the streak going. 18-9, and it's a failure. Not a single Timberwolf is on the All-Star for 2026. Our player stats looking like Ant's averaging 30 a game. How is Ant not on there? This guy is putting up buckets. Rob Dillingham, 20. He's doing the same thing as last year. All these guys. Rudy got worse. We are definitely done with Rudy. There's no shot we ever re-sign that man. I will not allow it. Luka Doncic is your most valuable player for 2026. 32, 9, and 11 a game. Absolutely insane stats. Cooper Flagg is Rookie of the Year. Nikola Topic is 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. And Matisse Buzelis, I butcher his name every time. I shouldn't even try. Most Improved Player at 18, 6, and 10. Not even going to try that name, but he's Coach of the Year. Don't even get me started with trying to say that name. No Timberwolves players on any of the third teams. Defensive teams, nothing. We didn't have a rookie, and we are the 3rd seed. We are facing the Los Angeles Lakers with D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Dwayne Manis, Anthony Davis, and Jalen Duren. LeBum is injured or out. I don't care. He's old. He's done for. That extension that he got this offseason is ridiculous for 2 years, $100 and some million. No way. The guy's 38 years old. We should blow this team out of the water. Game 1 is a win for the Lakers. Game 2 is a win for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 3 is a win for the Wolves. Game 4 is a win for the Wolves. Game 5 is a win for the Timberwolves. They will now face the Sacramento Kings with De'Aaron Fox, Karis LeVert, Danny Cummings, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis. Looks like a pretty solid team, but I think Karis LeVert can't guard Anthony Edwards, especially with his broken ankles and ACLs and MCLs, whatever he broke. He broke everything in his legs. Ain't no way Anthony Edwards is going to cook him. Keegan Murray, size-wise, Towns has him, but Towns, you know, big baby in the playoffs. Probably going to put up no numbers. Simulate game 1. The Kings win game 1. 113-98. De'Aaron Fox had 22. Karis LeVert had 21. He put the clamps on Ant. Ant 8-15, 3 for 7. Rob Dillingham 5 for 9, 1 for 3 from 3, 17, 2, and 5 with 2 steals. Who is the detriment for the team? Plus minus. Anthony Edwards was minus 19 and Gobert was a minus 20. Kings win game 2. Ant puts up 40. A big old 4-0. Rudy Gobert played 20 minutes, shot 1 for 5. What is even our lineup looking like? What is the coach's game plan? Readjust this. Gobert's 26 minutes. We're going to a 9-man rotation, but Terrence Shannon, you're getting some playing time now. Fall, you're out of here. Dillingham should be playing 37 minutes a game. Whereas Jaden McDaniels is coming off the bench? Who's coaching these games? Timberwolves come back, win game 3. De'Aaron Fox had 26. Domantas Sabonis had 23, 12, and 11. But Dillingham had 30. Naz Reid had 25. Ant had 24. And Towns had 24. Gobert was 12 rebounds. Gobert. We're simcasting. The Kings put up 34 in the first quarter. We put up 15. This series is cooked. Never mind. The Timberwolves put up 34 and the Kings only put 14 in the third. It is a 4-point game with 9 minutes left. Oh yeah, they won this game easily. Rob Dillingham had 31, 11, and 9. Anthony Edwards had 25, 17 for Towns. The Timberwolves go into game 5 and get blown out again. Anthony Edwards had 32. Rob Dillingham had 21, 5, and 9. I mean, they're cooking. Every game that I've seen, they are cooking or putting up a bunch of shots. So they're doing what they need to do. What the hell? 2 for 6 from 3. Rob shot 2 for 6 as well. 0 for 3 from Naz Reid. 6 for 14 from Naz Reid. Game 6. The Timberwolves really need to get into a groove here if they're ever going to have a chance to win this series. They are going to win Game 6 and send this to a Game 7, a 5-point game at the end. 32 for Ant, 27 for Towns, 27 for Naz Reid. Rob Dillingham shot 5 for 8. Really didn't shoot well, but he passed a lot. No, 1 assist, played 17 minutes. Who played for him and why? Jaden McDaniels had 32 minutes with 2 points, 3 assists. He's just running back and forth like Tony Snell. Oh, don't tell me they have Klay Thompson. The Kings have Klay Thompson. And what universe does Klay Thompson only get 9 minutes a game and Ben Simmons gets 19? What universe is this? Game 7. I'd like to hop into one of these games if it's close enough. And it looks like it's going to be one hell of a contest going into the last few minutes. 111, 105. The Kings had a 40-point first quarter. If it gets any closer, we'll join in, but it seems as though the Timberwolves are pulling away and have won Game 7. Anthony Edwards had 39 and 6, Towns 27, 11, and 3. He will never do this in real life in a playoff game when they need him. Rob Dillingham 21, 4, and 8. 8 for 24. This guy's chucking. Rob Dillingham might be a chucker. And Naz Reid's chucking too. 1 for 10 from 3. Gobert played 29 minutes, 1 point, and 15 rebounds. This is the most odd stats for a man I have ever seen in an NBA career. What do you do with that guy? Anyways, we are in the Western Conference Finals against the OKC Thunder. Shea is a 99. Chet is a 92 with Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, and Matisse Buzelis. I think that's his name. I think we have a good chance of getting to the finals, but the Thunder are insane. They're just as good as us, if not better. We are going to simulate every single one of these games. If they get close, we are jumping in. Game 1 ends in a 22-point blowout. Towns had 24, Rob Dillingham had 23, and had 22, but Shea ended up with 33, 7, and 7. Not much you can do. They were just the better team. Game 2 is a very low scoring game 2. Both teams are just playing the absolute best defense or the worst shooting splits of all time. Thunder win game 2. I don't even want to look at the box score. Oh my god, it is just abysmal shooting from out here. Game 3, Timberwolves take a commanding first quarter by 2 points and then lose by 2 points in the second. Third quarter, they take the edge edge with a 4-point, but the Thunder are starting to roll away. They're coming back, 4-point lead, 2-point game with 5 minutes left. They're battling back and forth. 3 minutes left. It is a 1-point game. We are going to hop in. If the Timberwolves score, they score 1 point, 2 points at the free throw line. We are going to jump in. 2:40 left, 103, 102. Thunder have the ball. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shoots it from the free throw line and makes the bucket. Timberwolves are now bringing up the ball. Rob Dillingham at the top of the key, shooting a 3 and misses it. 2 minutes left, Timberwolves. You are down by 3. Shai crosses over Dillingham and makes the bucket. Oh, he broke his ankles with that move. Anthony Edwards from the bottom, and he shoots and makes it. 104, 107, 146 left. Rob Dillingham guarding Shai again, puts up an awful contest, and Rudy Gobert with his 94th rebound grabs the ball and coming down the lane and jams it home. 2-point game, 134 left. The slam cam. He looks smooth with it coming down the lane. Buzelis brings up the ball. Anthony Edwards guarding him, passes down Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rob Dillingham guards again. Rudy Gobert gets the rebound. I feel like I'm in a repeat simulator. 1:15 left. Rob is crossing up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes out to Anthony Edwards. Ant drives down the lane, fouled, and won with the bucket on Buzelis. Timberwolves have a 2-point lead with a minute left. Buzelis drives it down to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the same exact play. Fadeaway shot. Rob Dillingham got left with his sneakers underneath the basket. Smoking on fire. Got cooked absolutely tremendously big time shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 50 seconds left. Ant drives down the lane on Buzelis again, misses the basket. Gobert puts it back up and makes it. I wonder if they're going to go down to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the gate. No, Lou Dort shoots a 3 and it's a brick. Ant shooting a 3, fade away and misses it. That is a terrible attempt from Ant. You just need 2 there. It's a 2-point game. Just make a basket, buddy. 23 seconds left. Thunder have full control of the game now. They can go down, make 2, go into overtime, or shoot a 3 and win the game. Not good basketball IQ from Anthony Edwards there. Shai has the ball, dribbles down the lane, shoots a hook shot with 17 seconds left to tie the game. That's not good clock management. I don't know what these guys are doing at this point. 11 seconds left, and he takes a shot and misses it. 8 seconds left. The Thunder are bringing up the ball fast. Shai is dribbling, backpedals, behind the back, layup, and it goes in with 1 second left. This is just how the Timberwolves are going to lose the game unless Ant makes a miracle shot. It's not even close. Ant's just smiling. He's happy to be there. He's not even worried about it. And with 5 minutes left, the Timberwolves are pulling a commanding lead over the Thunder, and they win 1. Are we going to see the first ever reverse sweep? Anthony Edwards puts up 36, Rob Dillingham 32, Towns 29. Game 5, 42 points in the first quarter from the Thunder. There ain't no coming back. They're trying, but the Timberwolves just do not have the juice in them. Second season, they are eliminated in the Western Conference Finals against the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander-led Thunder. Rob Dillingham tried 41 points. He's having a hell of a year showing out. Anthony Edwards 5 for 9, just didn't shoot enough. Chris Paul retires, Kyle Lowry retires, Al Horford's gone, JaVale McGee, Derrick Rose retires. We're going to pull him out of retirement. He's got 1 more year left in him, I feel it. Hall of Fame inductees, Chris Paul, undeserved, didn't win a championship. League realignment, nothing. Draft lottery, let's see if the Timberwolves have any picks. Nothing. We're stuck with the same old. At least Rudy Gobert will not get re-signed, right? Rob Dillingham agrees to a 2-year. He's an 82 overall now. Terrence Shannon is a 75. We're going to accept him because I like Terrence Shannon. Jalen Clark can stick around too. He's an 80 overall. I'd like to see his career and his progression. This offseason is the Kevin Durant show. 92 overall. Chet Holmgren is a restricted free agent. He won't go anywhere. Stephen Curry at 38 years old is still a 92 overall. He's unrestricted. I'm sure that he is probably going to get re-signed with the Warriors and end his career as a Warrior. De'Aaron Fox is unrestricted. Don't know if they really have been doing much. They didn't win last year, so maybe he'll go elsewhere. Other than that, I hope to God that Rudy Gobert does not get re-signed by us. And Rudy Gobert is gone. We signed Dennis Schroeder, and we didn't fill the center spot with anybody. We have Bane Fall as our center as a 77 overall. Cameron Payne made it over to the team. Shout out Cameron Payne. But man, we are in a world of hurt with Wayne Baker and Unique Chong at 40 overall. Oh my God. I have to release these guys. I do. There's no way. These are the 2 worst players of all time. They don't need to get re-signed. We'll sign somebody else. Drew Eubanks makes it over to the team. We decided to sign somebody not 40 overall. Why do we have so many shooting guards? Luke Kennard's on the team. That guy looks like he's about to see into your soul. Dennis Schroeder's our backup. Rob Dillingham is our starter. Let's go to the coach's game plan and see what our splits are looking like. Rob Dillingham at 28 minutes per game is a monumental failure. Definitely 35 a game. Jaden McDaniels can stay at 28. Terrence Shannon's not going to get any minutes, and it's kind of sad to see. Hopefully he can can get over that hump. Year 3, yada, yada, yada. Anthony Edwards is averaging 24. Rob Dillingham averaging 20. 18 from Towns. 11 from Naz Reid. Bane Fall, 11 points, 8 rebounds. He's looking like a solid pickup for the team. I think that's maybe the reason Ant isn't averaging as many points as Bane Fall is becoming that man. Naz Reid is still 14, 15 points a game. I think Towns gets moves to the center position, Naz Reid to the starting power forward. And that will alleviate some of the stress from Bane Fall, and he can come off the bench. Bane Fall gets 17 minutes a game. We're still doing a 9-man rotation. We do not need anyone else playing. I guess Finch left. The team is 28 and 25 at the trade deadline on year 3. And I know that I said I was going to do this. Let's look at maybe trading Towns. I don't think he's really the person for this team. Kawhi Leonard at an 83 overall is so weird to see from me. Sadiq Bey and Damian Lillard. John Collins has been in every trade finder that I've even looked for. Nobody wants him either. I think we just ride it out, Towns, this year. 2-year contract left. Never in my life would I think Damian Lillard for Karl-Anthony Towns, but he is old and has regressed. Both of these are terrible trades. McDaniels is not doing anything. He's a young talent. I think we gave him way too much money for what he's worth. If we pair up these two players, can we get something in return that is worth our while? Paul George and John Collins for or OG Anunoby and Damian Lillard. It just doesn't work. Anthony Davis, Jalen Duren is an absolutely nightmare freakish combo. I don't think this is in the realm of realism. I can't accept this. I wish I could. If somehow we could negotiate this and get rid of Davis and maybe do like a Towns for Duren, I'd maybe be up for that, but I don't think the salary is there. I think we do this. Jalen Duren for Towns and a top 3 protected first round pick. We made it happen. We got 3 young stars now. Anthony Edwards, Jalen Duren, Rob Dillingham, Naz Reid. I really like the Michael Porter Jr., but he is a shot chucker. And I'm gonna say that we make a trade for Paul George. Now, is this in the realm of realism? No, but it's my world and I get to do what I want. So welcome Paul George to the team. We got that veteran status at small forward. He will definitely help these players progress through the playoff season. Playoff P. I don't know if this was a W or L trade, but Jalen Duren, I think, is overall a better player than Karl-Anthony Towns, and I will stick to that. Sean Collins, though, coming off the bench may ruin us. I think this is a W trade. Luka gets most valuable player again. Roman Markov is rookie of the year. Bronny James, 6th man of the year. Victor Wembanyama, defensive player, and Bane Fall, our old center, is most improved for the Los Angeles Clippers. No Rob Dillingham on anything. We are the 7th seed in the play-in, and we win. We face the Dallas Mavericks, who have Luka, Kyrie, Benedict Mathurin, Trey Johnson, and Walker Kessler. I don't know if we can beat this team. I'm gonna be 100% honest. They look better on paper. Naz has an upper hand. Ant has an upper hand, but Rob Dillingham cannot guard Luka Doncic. It's just not possible. First game, Dallas smokes us. Luka has 43 and 13. 11-point win. Jalen Duren has 28 and 12. He's a beast. He's one hell of a pickup, but Anthony Edwards and Rob Dillingham are lacking in that department. I guess this isn't the dynamic duo that I thought it would be. You know, you go into these simulations and you hope that they're going to pan out. The Timberwolves lose 4-0. And at this point in his career, I honestly think that Anthony Edwards is looking other places. Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Fame retiree. Kevin Love, Mike Conley retires, Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, Derrick Rose, you are gone for good, Patrick Beverly. A lot of good players are gone out of the league now. And the Timberwolves, for the 2nd year in a row, do not have a first-round pick. The future is dim, boys. Sad to see, but Terrence Shannon is now gone. He declines. Nate Darling and Micah Potter and Jalen Clark, we extend a qualifying offer to. Player progression, Anthony Edwards goes down in overall, which is interesting to me. Jalen Duren is sticking around with a 1-year deal. Rob Dillingham, he's on a 1-year deal. 84 overall, goes up 1. Jalen Clark is an 82 overall. He's got 3 years left. I think that's a great sign for this team. And Paul George goes down 2 overall. We do have Luke Cornett and Dario Saric, though. Great pieces to fill in. Veteran presence. Same with Dennis Schroeder. Anthony Edwards has 2 years left on his deal. I wonder if he's going to stick around. The year is 2028. The Timberwolves are 22 and 15 with Robert Dillingham and Anthony Edwards. Are you satisfied as a Timberwolves fan? Because at this point, I just don't know what the future holds, especially with Jalen Duren on the team. Even if you had Towns, I just don't see how you could be happy with the results that are on your screen right now. Anthony Edwards has 22, 3 and 3. It looks like he's just kind of content with what's going on here. Rob Dillingham putting up the same numbers as every other year. No ambition to get better. Jacoby Walter, no idea if this is a draft guy or if we signed him. Putting up 13 a game. Nas, middle of the road. Jalen Duran putting up 11 on 11. These are great stats, but they're just not putting up big wins. And it's kind of infuriating to watch this team just lose game after game after game. And I think the chemistry is just not there for these two. They clinched the play-in as the 9th seed, and they lost. How far they have fallen. Towns was the mesh that held them together. Rudy Gobert, here I say it, was the reason the Timberwolves were winning and getting to the playoffs. Chet Holmgren and the Thunder win another championship. Anthony Edwards at this point in his career, I would assume, is probably fed up. I'm assuming that Edwards goes elsewhere. So we will see in the offseason and free agency. I will not trade him mid-season. Dillingham, this may just be your lone stay in Minnesota. For the 3rd year in a row, Timberwolves have no picks in the first round, and I think it's because of the Rudy Gobert trade, which worked out great for us, huh? Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Kristaps Porzingis, Towns, Siakam, these are all free agents. Anthony Davis is 35, he's regressing. DeJounte Murray, 86 at 31. Kind of interesting to me. Jacoby Walter's him. He's the missing piece for Rob Dillingham. 86 overall at shooting guard is crazy. Who is this guy? Rob Dillingham, 85 overall, goes up 1 overall. Anthony Edwards still just 95, 94 now. We're getting so far in the future that I'm auto-generating rookies because at this point, everyone's just making random draft classes that are fictional because these people would be in 8th grade if we were trying to make a draft class. Dillingham's going down, Ant's going down. Not a good sign, Timberwolves fans. Anthony Edwards makes the All-Star team in 2029. Not a starter, but a reserve for Team Giannis. Maybe that's a hope for our team. We are 22 and 27. I think it's the end of the road for the saga. Jacoby Walker is Rob Dillingham's running mate now. Ant just doesn't bring wins to the table. I want to see plus minus for the team. Anthony Edwards is a minus 115. Naz Reid is a 138. Is anyone positive? Who's Chester Weber? We are going on a winning streak right now. I don't know what happened at the end of the season, but we finished 45 and 37. Ant doesn't make any teams again. Jacoby Walter is first All-NBA defense for guards. We should do a career simulation on this guy. 7th seed. We win and we face the Los Angeles Lakers with Isaiah Wong, Justin Edwards, Jet Howard, Jabari Johnson, Odom, and Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler is the only player that I know. We have Christian Braun as our small forward and Dario Saric as our center. We had such a fantastic team to start with. Timberwolves win game 1. Timberwolves win game 2, game 3, and game 4. We face the Denver Nuggets, who have Jamal Murray, Julian Strawther, Michael Porter Jr., Robert Williams, and Nikola Jokic. Still a 97 overall. This guy he's in the best player of all time category. Game 1 is a win. Anthony Edwards has 35. Walker has 22. Dillingham has 17. Game 2 goes to the Nuggets. Jokic has 39, 18, and 3. Just a smooth, easy killing from him. 35 from Edwards, but it was not enough. Rob Dillingham shot 6 for 17. Dario Saric shot 3 for 14 and an abysmal 1 for 8 and 1 for 9 from them from 3-point. That is why we lost the game. Timberwolves won game 3. Edwards has 46. He's carrying the team on his back. They have Vucevic as well, playing 21 minutes, and he had 27 points. 10 for 11 from the free throw line. This guy was just getting fouled left and right. Who was fouling him? The whole damn team was fouling this guy. Game 4 is a win for the Timberwolves, and game 5 goes to the Nuggets. We are going to have to simcast from here on out. Game 6 goes to the Nuggets, and it's a game 7. We're gonna go to simcast and simulate the game, and maybe we can hop in if it's close. 4th quarter, it's a blowout. The Nuggets beat us in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. We're out of the playoffs. This wasn't enough. Walter had 36, Ant had 20. Dillingham shot 5 for 11, 1 from 5 from 3. This guy's just a chucker. And for the 19th time in this video, the Thunder are in the finals and win. This is their 3rd championship, I'm pretty sure. Player retirements, James Harden, goodbye. I'm done seeing you dribble and shoot fadeaway threes or go down the lane and get fouled your entire career. Paul George with a decent career. Draymond Green, wish you would have stayed out of the league. I don't know how you still have a job. You're trying to be the nice guy. Vooch, great career. Retirement. Rudy Gobert, once a Timberwolf, always a Timberwolf, but buddy, we did not need you when we needed you. Zach LaVine at the age of 34 is retiring. No, you are not retiring. You are coming back for an extra year. I know you blow your ACL, but you're playing again, buddy. Jordan McLaughlin at 33. No, he just signed a contract to the Kings I just saw as of today. Congratulations, Jordan McLaughlin. Shout out to you. You have been great for the Timberwolves throughout your career. Paul George and James Harden, both are Hall of Fame inductees. Draft lottery. Do we get a pick to save our souls? No picks again. Thank you, Rudy Gobert. And in free agency, in shocking fashion, as I called, Anthony Edwards signs with the Miami Heat with Jaren Jackson Jr., Jabari Smith Jr. I guess he just wanted to get a bag. 3-year, $154 million. We didn't even try matching that. So now we have Jacoby Walter, Rob Dillingham, Flory Bidunga, and Naz Reid with Jalen Clark. Drew Smith as our backup point guard, Mo Wagner. It is looking bad. It is looking horrendous. I'm going to use a trade finder and get rid of Walter and see if we can find somebody that would pair with him well, but not take over all the production. I'm thinking we're going with Derek Lively and a first pick that's top 3 protected from the Pacers for Jacoby Walter. This trade, I personally think, will make Rob Dillingham hit his peak. Nobody on the team is really going to take away from him. He can chuck up shots. Naz Reid's still here. He's going to put up a few shots, but not a lot. Derek Lively's there just for the rebounds. He's not really a shooter. He makes some inside shots and some putbacks. Jalen Clark hasn't had a great career, so Rob Dillingham, take control of the Minnesota Timberwolves and show us what you're truly made of in your peak. Rob Dillingham was holding back Anthony Edwards. He is a starter for Team Jason, and I do not see Rob on the list. It's sad to see, man. 26 and 26. Stop at the trade deadline and see where we are at. Rob Dillingham at 85 overall. What kind of stats is he putting up? 27, 5, 5. Shooting efficiency isn't bad. He's attempting 20 field goals per game, which is good. He is shooting 47, 45, and 90. These are good shooting splits. I think Rob just needs to shoot a little bit more, even though he's putting up 20 a game. He's shooting well, but he put up 30 a game. We don't care at this point. The first year without Anthony Edwards, we end up 39 and 43. Luka has the 9th MVP, I think, this video. Jacoby Walter, all-team first defense for the Indiana Pacers. We are the 8th seed against the Golden State Warriors, who have Anthony Black, Jeremy Sohan, and a bunch of nobodies. Can we win? We did, and we faced the Pelicans, who are the 2 seed. They have Mark Williams and Dyson Daniels. Justin Edwards, maybe. I would know him, but we are, I wouldn't say the better team. It's really close. I think this will be a good matchup for both teams. Game 1 is a win for the Pelicans. Dillingham had 33, 5, and 7, 10 for 25, and 8 for 16 from 3 land. He is putting up big number shots. Game 2 goes to the Pelicans as well. Game 3 goes to the Pelicans. And to wrap it up, Timberwolves have been eliminated. Dillingham put up monumental numbers: 38, 23, 28, and 33. Just had no help, which sometimes that's going to happen, buddy. You need progression, though. And this is experience for your career. I think it'll be good for you. Pacers with Rodney Keefe win the NBA Finals, and I'm pretty sure that's where Walter went, the guy we traded. You're welcome. Kawhi Leonard as a Bull retires. Drew Holiday, Tobias Harris, Damian Lillard, Zach LaVine, he's gone for good, and the rest are nobodies. Somehow in the offseason, the Timberwolves made one of the best free agency signings I think they've ever made in their lives. Zion Williamson and Rob Dillingham will be a force to reckon with for the next 2 years of his contract. I guarantee Rob Dillingham will re-sign here, and I will make him re-sign because I want to see how Zion and Dillingham play together. It's going to be crazy. Get ready for the ride, guys. The starting lineup for the 2031 season: Rob Dillingham, J.R. Russell, wonder if that's D'Angelo's son, Andrew Stevenson, Zion Williamson, and B. Dunga. Naz Reid still comes off the bench, which I guess he's going to be 6th man of the year for his entire career. Miles McBride, Jalen Smith, and Irvin Levins Jr. A bunch of made-up names. Hunter Tyson. Cameron Reddish is still here. How old is Cameron Reddish? 31. I'm excited to see how this season goes. 2031 underway. So far at the midway point, we are 22 and 15. I want to check out the stats for all these players. 20 from Dillingham, 20 from Zion Williamson. Patrick, I don't know who this is. We must have traded for him. I did not say his name, but he's averaging 15 and 9 a game. Badunga is 13 and 6. Naz Reid still holding it down with the 11 and 12 points. Russell with 11. These guys may be the missing piece that Rob Dillingham needed. He still is not able to carry a team, but those 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 20 points, it's just his career on 47, 48, and 85% shooting with 14 field goal attempts per game. Zion's putting up 14 as well. It's looking good so far. 22 and 15. Chemistry levels at a 51. Luka, again, most valuable player. Just keep giving it to him. Carl Galloway, Rookie of the Year. Doug Howell, same thing. Mark, whatever his name is, has won Coach of the Year as many times as Luka Doncic has won MVP. Nobody on any of the all first, second, or third teams. Timberwolves are in the play-in again for the 4th year. and lose to the San Antonio Spurs. No way they just lost. I don't even get to see what their stats were, but unbelievable. Timberwolves get the 14th pick in this year's draft. That won't help them at all. They get Lloyd Blackman and Christian Daughtry. Rob Dillingham signs another one-year deal for $41 million. Zion has another year left, $45 million. They're going to run it back one more time and see if they can do it. Zion and Rob Dillingham have a great chance to make it to the finals here. Zion's averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, while Rob Dillingham is averaging 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, shooting 49% from the field, 43% from 3, and 87% from the free throw line. But the team is 25 and 24 right now, nothing too spectacular. I thought for sure with Zion Williamson, Rob Dillingham would show out, but again, it's another season of mediocrity, and I don't know if Zion will re-sign here, or if Rob Dillingham is looking for a different place as his home. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is your 2032 most valuable player. Bronny James make all NBA second team. What did he average this year? 22, 5, and 11. Wow. They expect him to play really well later on in his career. Nikola Jokic, his old self, is still making the second team at 37 years old. He's putting up 23, 8, and 8 a game. His longevity is crazy. In the playoffs, we are the 7th seed. We play the Portland Trailblazers with Nikola Topic, Cameron Thomas, Tyreek Pele, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Lamar Sharp. Seeing Giannis on a team other than the Bucks is absolutely nuts. Zion versus Giannis is going to be a crazy matchup. Rob Dillingham versus Nikola Topic. Game 1 is a win for the Portland Trailblazers. They won by 12. Topic had 27 and 10. Zion only had 19. Rob Dillingham shot 6 for 14. Naz Reid shot 2 for 10. It's the same story. Blazers win game 2. Timberwolves win game 3. Dillingham shot 4 for 9. Game 4 is a win for the Timberwolves. Rob Dillingham put up 31 and 9. He's just a streaky player. He's like Cam Thomas. Has good games, has bad games. Every one of us is like that in life. Timberwolves win game 5. Zion and Dillingham both had 23. And let's hope that they win game 6. And they do. They face the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers have Bronny James, Shaedon Sharp, Terry Eason, and Donovan Clingan. This is a solid team as well. I think the Portland Trailblazers were a better team. Who was on the San Antonio Spurs? Devin Vassell, Shepard, and Anthony Black. Nobody crazy, but they were the 3rd seed. Clippers beat them, so we might have a chance to win this. Game 1 is a win for the Clippers. Bronny put up 26. Game 2 is a win for the Clippers as well. Game 3 is a win for the Clippers, and I'm assuming that they're just going to close this out. Game 4 is a win for the Clippers. Did we come close in any of these games? Game 1, they lost by a ton. Game 2, they lost by even more. Game 3, a little bit closer, but still a blowout. And game 4, a 19-point loss. 6 for 25 in game 2, 5 for 11 in game 3, and 9 for 13 in game 4. But he just isn't showing out. Free agency for this year, Ja Morant is an unrestricted free agent. Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards could come back. He's got 12 offers. We have the cap space to sign somebody big this offseason. Chet Holmgren, Devin Booker, Casey Edwards, Bam Adebayo, Jaylen Brown. Zion might come back. Does anyone offer him a contract? No. Giannis, I'm going to let them decide who they want to sign. Brandon Ingram, he's in trade talks right now with Zach LaVine in real life. I think I might do a career sim of both the Pelicans and the Bulls careers with Zach LaVine and Brandon Ingram trading and seeing if it affects either team anyways. Karl Anthony Towns is an unrestricted free agent again. He's 36 years old and is asking $42 million, which is crazy to me. Let's simulate through 4 days of free agency and see who got signed. The Knicks signed Ja Morant. Anthony Edwards goes back to the Hawks. Devin Booker to the Bulls. Casey Edwards to the Heat. Warriors signed Chet Holmgren. Bam comes over to the Timberwolves and becomes our new center. So now we re-signed Zion. We have Bam, Zion, Rob Dillingham, and Naz Reid. This team is elite. Bam is 35 though, but he's not regressing yet. Rob, you're getting all the pieces. The Timberwolves are trying. They are trying to give you everything that you possibly could need. Bam regressed 1. Zion regressed 2. We gave Zion a 2-year, $70 million contract. 1 year, $48 million for Bam Adebayo. And Rob Dillingham is on a 4-year contract, $136 million. Bam Adebayo is the only one that makes the reserves for our team. Must be having a good season so far. 13, 10, and 2 with 1 block a game. Those are Bam stats. Zion 19, 4, and 3. Rob Dillingham 19, 3, and 5 with 1 steal a game. I think this guy's gonna average. He had 1 season where it was himself and he averaged 27. I just think having good teammates has kept him about 19 to 20 points per game. He doesn't average a lot of assists and a lot of rebounds. It's just kind of like middle of the road, but it looks like he's kind of a good defender. Mostly laid back. Tyrese Halliburton gets his first MVP. I'm just glad not to see Luka or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. No Timberwolves make the All-NBA 3rd, 2nd, or 1st team. Bam Adebayo makes all defensive second team, and we are the 6th seed, facing the Utah Jazz, who have AJ Love, DeJounte Murray, Scotty Barnes, and Derek Vincent. We should easily win this series. Game 1 goes to the Timberwolves, Game 2 goes to the Jazz, Game 3 goes to the Timberwolves, Game 4 goes to the Timberwolves, and Game 5 goes to the Timberwolves. They move on and face the Los Angeles Lakers against Jacoby Walter, an old Timberwolf native, Roman Markov, Jalen Hood Schifino. I don't know any of these guys. They might all be auto-generated rookies, but they're average looking. Mid-80s, lower 80s. Not a single superstar, but a good overall team. Game 1 goes to the Lakers. Game 2 goes to the Timberwolves. Game 3 to the Timberwolves. Game 4 to the Timberwolves. And we are going to hopefully move on. Game 5 to the Lakers. Okay, this is when we start simcasting. Looks like a very close game so far. We got about 2 minutes left. It is tied. We are going to jump in and watch this game play out. Lakers have the ball. Their point guard Cornivore passes it down to Duren. Jalen Duren's in the game. Bam Adebayo makes the rebound. Is this the number 1 draft pick? And he dunks it down the lane. I can't remember his first name, but Sar with the dunk. Zion is guarding the point guard. Johnson Odom has the ball at the top of the key. Wow, they have really long names. Cornivore in the corner, guarded by Zion, trying to cross him up. Shoots it. Nope. Passes it to Jalen Duren down low. Nobody wants to take a shot for the Lakers right now. And he drains a 3. First lead tonight for the Lakers. It has been that type of game. Zion has the ball, passes it down low to Bam Adebayo underneath the key. Jalen Duren goes up for the block, and Bam Adebayo makes a bucket down low. Cornivore dribbling down the lane on Zion Williamson, passes out to Walsh. I can see his bald head sparkling on me. We're going to call this guy HS, because I'm going to call him Hood Schifino every time. Behind the back, shoots a mid-range shot, dribbles in and out, passes up to Naz Reid. I don't see a single point guard. We are playing big bully ball, and Zion dunks it on Cornivore. And the foul, 6 personal foul on Cornivore. He is out of the game. Zion with the and 1. Makes it. But wait, I thought he made the dunk. Am I losing it? Did he not make that dunk? I guess they called the foul beforehand. Makes both free throws. It's a 3-point game. 104-101. Minnesota has the lead. Lakers bring up the ball with HS. Rob Dillingham is now in the game, which is interesting that we're not playing him. Layup down low, misses, and we're going to play in the foul simulator. If Rob makes both of these, I'm assuming game over. Rob makes the first and misses the second. Jalen Duren passes up the ball to HS. 21 seconds left. Dribbles down the lane. Layup is good. 2-point game. Minnesota leads. Don't do anything stupid, please. Christopher has the ball and gets fouled. No idea what this guy's free throw percentage is. Let's hope it's good. First one is a make. Second free throw is a make as well. And it's a 4-point game. We're going to stick around. Anything can happen. I've seen crazier things. Johnson Odom passes it into HS. Gets a free lane and dunks it. Unbelievable. The Timberwolves defense has collapsed. They couldn't guard their shadow. Christopher gets fouled again. From last time what I saw, his free throws look marvelous. Yes, makes the first. Don't let the pressure get to you. Oh my, he's like an ironclad. This guy is made of steel. HS brings up the ball again, passes out to Jacoby Walter Wilcox for 3 and drains the ball with 4 seconds left. 108-109. Timberwolves call a timeout. This is one of those comeback stories that you never want to hear about. Hopefully Rob Dillingham can hit both these free throws. First one is in. Second free throw is a make. 3.1 left. Lakers have no timeouts. 3-point game. They need to pass up the ball really fast or a miracle shot that misses. Timberwolves win, go on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time, and it feels like forever. Bam Adebayo and Zion Williamson are the missing pieces that Rob Dillingham needs to succeed, and I think that he cannot be the first or the second option. Rob Dillingham is definitely a third option, at least in this career sim. We face the Golden State Warriors, who have Chet Holmgren, and I don't know how they made it here. I guess Chet was carrying. Game 1, Golden State beats us by 31. Howard has 26. Bailey has 24. Purbin has 20. Chet Holmgren has 14. Rob Dillingham had 26. No help. No help this game. Where is Bam? Bam had 32 minutes, 2 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Definitely need him to shoot more. Game 2 is a Golden State win. Game 3, Minnesota comes back. We are going to start simcasting now. Golden State wins game 4, 147-119. Daughtry is our top scorer with 24 points. Dillingham had 13, 5 for 12 shooting. Bam again plays 31 minutes, puts up 6 points, 3 rebounds, only shot the ball 3 times. A minus 33 for plus minus from him. Zion, 17, 4 and 5 on 6 for 10 shooting. These guys need to shoot more. No, and the Timberwolves lose 4-1. Bam Adebayo is a ghost in the playoffs. 10, 8, and 2. If you're playing this many minutes, you got to put up bigger stats than this. You can't have Christopher Daughtry, Justin Christopher, or whatever, Josh Christopher, these bunch of no names showing you up. Rob Dillingham putting up his average stats, shooting 5 for 14 as a chucker. Devin Booker on the Bulls is an odd sight to see. And a team other than the Thunder or Mavs win a championship, the Golden State Warriors win. Free agency looks pretty weak this year. Giannis is old. Devin Booker is here. Bam. I don't know if we'll re-sign you. He has 5 offers right now. We offered him a $100 million 2-year contract. I honestly might decline that. Don't know why we're offering this guy a contract. Bam Adebayo signs with the Jazz. We do lose him, which I think is a blessing in disguise. Alfred Sengun signs with the Minnesota Timberwolves at 31 years old. He's an 87 overall. He becomes our new center pickup. I think that's much better than Bam Adebayo. And we also signed Naz Reid again, which Naz, you have been here. You are a staple of the Minnesota Timberwolves organization as a 6-man. Player progression. Rob Dillingham has hit his peak. He has hit the ceiling. 85 overall. He will not get any better. Alfred Sengun at 86. Zion at 85. Naz Reid at 82. I don't see him getting any better unless they drop everyone on the team and he's a first pivotal role. I don't think his overall's gone up since year 4 or 5. It's been a good, solid career, but Rob, we're not going to watch mediocrity for the rest of our lives. Timberwolves missed the playoffs by a wide margin, 31-50. This lineup isn't doing it. I'm going to simulate until the end of Rob Dillingham's career. If anything interesting happens, I'll let you guys know, but we will look at his full career stats. This is an interesting development. At the age of 30, Rob Dillingham is starting to regress. He is an 83 overall. He may only have 4 years left in his NBA career, and the Timberwolves have done nothing for the past, I think, 3 years since you last talked to me. In the year 2036, Rob Dillingham has signed with the Denver Nuggets. He is done with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He has had a great career. 21 points in the last 2 years, 18 while in Minnesota. But now he is on a Nuggets team with Drobnak. Jack, I think, is the last name. Mobley, Wolf, Daniels. He is like the 5th option on this team. Almost a backup point guard to Dyson Daniels. I think Rob Dillingham's career is over with. He is a certified backup. Rob Dillingham is officially in 2037 a free agent at the age of 32 at the beginning of the season. No team has signed him. I think that's it. In his full career simulation, he has no championships, no finals appearances, 20 points per game, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, shooting 48, 45, and 87 from the free throw line. 32 minutes per game. Points are 21,000. Rebounds 4,100. Assists 5,600. Steals 960. Blocks 118. 2,300 turnovers. Field goals made 8,000. 3-pointers made 3,000. Overall, games started 1,064. Games played 1,066. He played a very well-rounded career, just not a #1 option. And I think that kind of shows from his attributes falling off at the age of 30. Never really getting the primary role except for 1 year when he averaged 27 and the team was very mid. 18 badges to end his career, mostly in playmaking and shooting. 1 Hall of Fame shooting badge for volume shooter because he shoots a lot. And hyperdrive, which we all know he was a very good dribbler from the start. 1 award Rookie of the Year and 1 award First Team All-Rookie. Game highs 46 points, 17 field goals made in a game, 3-pointers made 9, most assists in a game 15. I think this is where we call the video, guys. Thank you for watching Rob Dillingham's full career. I think next video will be the Zach LaVine and Brandon Ingram trade that is up in the air. I'm really interested to see what the career paths of Brandon Ingram and Zach LaVine are on their new teams as they get traded from the Pelicans and the Bulls. See you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.